Hello gorgeous, and welcome to the ultimate list of do's and don'ts when visiting Pattaya. This is Thailand, often referred to as the land of smiles. This is Pattaya, often referred to as the sex capital of the world. If you're planning on coming to Pattaya for a vacation, the following is a list of do's and don'ts to make your stay here as pleasant as possible. Let's begin. Don't change your money into the local currency until you arrive. Pattaya has numerous currency exchange booths that are scattered all around the city. The best rates can often be found at the TT currency exchange booths. So head for the yellow brightly colored booths whenever you need your money changed. You usually won't need to search far for them as they are literally scattered all over the busy parts of Pattaya. It is best to keep your money safe until you need it. Never carry around more money than what you need to spend for a couple of days, as Pattaya has a multitude of ways to relieve you of your hard-earned cash, whether you are aware of it or not. Don't get fooled by ladyboys. Often a source of amusement to some people, ladyboys are the transvestite, cross-dressing fellas that dress like women and are all over Thailand. In some cases, they actually look better than some of the proper girls. But beware. Lurking underneath the miniskirt is a pair of hairy balls. And a fat slab of meat to go with it. So I've been told. There's no foolproof way of telling if the girl you are talking to is the genuine article, or not, before you pull one and get her back to your hotel room, but there are often some telltale signs. A lot of ladyboys are considerably taller than most girls. Hello.
Hello.
Adam's apple.
Hello.
5 o'clock shadow. Massive jugs. And a few more signs listed here. Do look for cheap good food at the markets. There are so many tasty treats to be found all over the land of smiles. And Pattaya has its full share of eateries. You could eat in restaurants every day, but this could take quite a heavy chunk out of your beer money. A more sensible and exciting way to eat is by buying your cooked or uncooked food from one of the many markets scattered around the city. A great place to visit in Pattaya is the street market on South Pattaya Road. There are also hundreds of food carts scattered all over the city ready for you to sample their offerings. Our advice is to find your favorites and use them for the duration of your stay for cost-effective and tasty meals. Do get familiarized with the BART bus. The Song Tao, also known as the BART bus, are a string of converted pickup trucks that are used in Pattaya to transport passengers from one designated point to another. They are extremely efficient and the fare is only 10 baht per person, for the vast majority of trips. They pretty much run 24 hours a day and are just about everywhere. A few things to keep in mind though. Get to know the route of the bus you are taking, as some of the buses use the same streets but have different destinations. If the bus is empty when you flag one down, proceed straight to the rear of the bus and climb in. Some unscrupulous drivers will try to pretend that you privately hired them for a set route and will try to charge you a large fee at the end. But if you have not spoke to the driver, then he can only follow his predetermined route. Have your correct 10 baht fee ready in coins, or at least a small banknote denomination. Otherwise, when you reach your destination and only have large banknotes, the driver will claim that he cannot change it for you and you will feel obligated to give him the full banknote as you cannot get change and have no smaller coins. If you are giving the driver a larger note and expecting change, keep your hand extended. The driver will drive off claiming he assumed you were leaving the change as a tip. Familiarize yourself with the bell to ring when you wish to exit the vehicle. It can be quite noisy on the streets, so the driver might not be able to hear you shouting when you are at your destination. Hold on tight once inside. There are no seat belts or safety features on the BART bus, and the vehicle will often be driven on bumpy roads or take sharp corners at speed. Enjoy. It will be quite a strange phenomena to those from the Western world, but have a chat with another passenger and enjoy one of the many weird customs of this strange and funky town. Don't fight with Thais, they like to fight in groups. Back in the good old days, a problem could usually get resolved by two people squaring off against each other and having a one-on-one fist fight. It could sometimes be a bit of fun, as well as allowing an opportunity to settle our differences like civilized gentlemen, and often lead to a mutual respect for your opponent. However, the Thais like to do things differently. If you ever get into a dispute with a Thai, just try not to get angry and walk away, because these little wankers like to fight dirty. If you let the dispute escalate into a fight, there's a good chance that other Thais will join in to help their compatriot, and they will often be tooled up. They also like to kick a downed opponent in the head, which is never a fun feeling, so keep a level head and walk away from any confrontation. Also, if you do manage to spark them clean out, and the police are called, the chances are that the police will take their side and you will surely spend a night or two in their infamous monkey house, aka jail. Do consider taking a taxi motorbike. Here in Pattaya, they have this strange phenomena of using scooters as taxis.
These people are very strange.
They can be quite handy to use, especially in heavy traffic, and the drivers have no qualms about taking two passengers on their tiny little scooter. However, like with every other service here, negotiate a price before you hop onto the bike and set off, or you just might find yourself arguing about how a short trip can amount to 5 times the usual fare by a regular taxi cab.